Hey guys, it's Manu, physical therapist and herbalist. So I'm going to show you a quick hip stretch, how to mobilize and open up that hip. And I'm going to use a couch for this. You can use a chair. It's like a modified pigeon pose. So in yoga, there's a pigeon pose where you can do on the ground, but we're going to use the couch for this. So what you're doing is I'm going to be placing down similar to a piriformis stretch also. So a couple of different variations. Now I can start off with my knee relatively in line with my belly button, right? So, and in that position, what I want to do is my back is nice and straight. So I'm just going to sit back. I slide my back foot backwards, and I let it sit down. I start getting a stretch in that hip, in my glutes, my butt, all through this region. My back is nice and straight. So now this is the basic stretch. If I want, I can work at gliding out towards my left. I glide out towards my right. So try to hit it from different angles and different positions. You might even decide to lean forward a little bit. And as I lean forward, I sit back, and again, I hinge at that hip. And that really starts to get that hip and that butt. You can also start to really get that IT band and that outside thigh too with this stretch. Start adding in some rotations. So I start to rotate my upper body, right? I can go further and further as I get comfortable. Get a little flexion in, right? So I start hitting it from various angles, getting more flexion. Go out to the front, this way, right? Go out in this direction. Now, I also like to, if I really want to target further, I take my right hand, in this case, this is my left leg, we're stretching. So I place it right above that hip, in front of that hip joint, or my upper thigh, and I'm going to glide it down so the force is going this way. Not too hard, I just stabilize it. Now that really focuses that stretch again through that hip. So I push down a little bit, again I sit down. And now it takes away any pressure and load off the knee, makes this the target point. So same thing happens with, if I want to go, let's say, in this direction, I can take the other hand, I place it just above my knee on my thigh. So now that opens it up even further. I'm almost doing like a rotation, like an external rotation. So when I rotate outwards, and then I open up that hip even further, and then I can again come and sit in various angles, various positions. I can get at stretching out that hip, okay? So once again, I can do the same thing. I can do some rotation with it. I can push down here. I can rotate again and sit back more. I can even place this further out, my foot up more as I get more mobility. Now I can really work at sitting down even further. Now if you find that, well, I'm starting to get the knee involved more, I can place my hand just above the knee on my thigh. Now this really allows me to open up that hip further while I'm sitting down. So now I'm getting a good amount of stretch, no load on my spine, it feels comfortable, and I'm also getting some front of the hip stretch. So you get to hit multiple tissues this way, all right? So the key point is try to go in different angles, different ranges, all right? Work your way around, so that way you can really work at hitting the tissue, the joint capsule, and the local muscles from various angles. Hang out 4 to 5 minutes, don't force it, and try it out between your left and right side and see which side is stiffer. Alright guys, leave a comment if you have questions, subscribe to the channel, and check out the site. Lots of info on it. Thanks.